Abrar Fahad, whose gruesome murder in a Buet student hostel shocked the nation in 2019, has been posthumously awarded Bangladesh's prestigious Swadhinata Padak. The announcement comes more than 5 years after Abrar's death at the hands of members of Bangladesh Chhatra League. On Monday, Asif Mahmood, advisor to the Ministry of Local Government, Rural Development and Cooperatives, made the announcement on social media, calling Fahad, quote, a symbol of courage against injustice and a reflection of free thought. The advisor's statement concluded that the nation will not forget you, Abrar, a sentiment echoed by many who continue to be inspired by his courage to speak truth to power. The Posthumous Award recognizes Abrar's ultimate sacrifice and the impact his death had on Bangladesh's student politics. On December 8, 2021, the court sentenced 20 Buet students, mostly Chhatra League leaders and members, to death for their involvement in the murder. Fahad's case exposed the culture of political violence in Bangladesh's educational institutions and has become a symbol of resistance against political oppression. Abrar Fahad, a second-year student at Buet, was brutally beaten to death on October 7, 2019. CCTV footage from his dormitory showed several men carrying his body after he had been tortured for approximately 4 hours. The banned student wing, Bangladesh Chhatra League, were the killers. The murder sparked nationwide protests, particularly among university students, and led to Buet banning student politics on campus. But what was Abrar's crime? Why were the men of Chhatra League so brutal to him? Just days before he was tortured to death, Abrar posted his political thoughts on Facebook. The contents of his post basically criticized an agreement between Bangladesh and India regarding water sharing and port access. To him, it seemed as though his country was giving away too much, compromising its own interests. It was the kind of political discussion that should be normal in any democracy. A young citizen expressing concern about national sovereignty. But in the dormitories of Buet, Chhatra League members, the then powerful student wing of Awami League Party, saw his post as an intolerable act of dissent. As night fell, a message came for Abrar. He was summoned to room number 2011, and he had answered those summons. Inside room number 2011, Chhatra League members were waiting. They had cricket stumps and wooden sticks. What began was not a discussion but a brutal assault that continued for hours for expressing his thoughts online. The sounds that may have escaped from that room went either unheard or deliberately ignored. By early morning, Abrar's body could take no more. He died from his injuries, alone, among his attackers, far from his family, his dreams extinguished in a single night of brutality. Abrar's posthumous Swadhinata Padak in 2025 is a recognition of his patriotism and love for freedom that he had shown through his social media writings before his tragic murder. We will not be able to bring back Abrar Fahad, but this award will continue to remind us of who he was and what he had died for.